Well, if my husband, if it's in the house and my husband
Mhm.
said he felt sick, it would be a good 8 or 9. I
Okay.
would be, but that's just him saying it. That's not him
Yeah,
actually.
that's perfect. Perfect. So let's use that because it's not too much. I mean, although it has a big trigger for you. So where would you feel that if he was walking in, coming in, he's done his work, and he said, "Oh, I just not feeling great. I'm feeling a bit sick."
Well, my whole digestive tract, I think. I
Okay.
think initially my stomach because it upsets my stomach, and then I start to feel nauseous.
So can you feel
I start.
something now? Can you feel something now? Just a sort of
Well, I
coming
can
up.
feel my heart racing a bit
Okay.
now, just
Okay.
thinking about
So
that.
so
Yeah.
your heart racing. So would you mind just closing your eyes, taking a deep breath? So deep breath through your nose and out of your mouth, slowly out. And then take another deep breath and then just let it out slowly through your mouth. And then ask your subconscious mind, what color would I need to get rid of this heart, this emotion that's making my heart beating fast just right now? What color would I need to calm
Um,
that
Probably a pastel color,
pastel
maybe
color? Mhm.
pink or something
Okay. So
calming.
So see that pink? Imagine this nice pastel pink color going like a little river. See this nice pink river going in into your throat and into your chest and into your heart, lifting and making that heart beating fast, just allowing it to be more calm. You can put your hand on your heart and you can just see this nice pink going into your heart and around your heart. And a little bit of yellow, so to put some more sunshine in your heart and just allowing you to feel more relaxed, allowing to remind yourself that you're safe, that nothing's happening, that it's not real, that you're still safe, and just allow your heart to start beating the way it should be beating. You can put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath and then slowly out, and then take another deep breath and then slowly out. And then you can also take a deep breath, but then hold it and count just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let it go. And then another deep breath, and then hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let it out. And then notice what I feel like and how your heart is beating.
It's slowed down. It has slowed and calmed. I feel, well, the fast beating is past.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important to know that our body is reacting because it's been programmed subconsciously and it goes into this state of fear. Um, Before you mentioned that your body, when you had an operation, was shaking and sometimes it can really shake. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not good. Our body sometimes when we don't know what to do, the body takes over, and the shaking is actually an overload of energy completely blocked, and the body is taking over and is shaking it off. But it feels the mind triggers us and say, okay, it feels really, really scary. This is not feeling, this is not right because this is not how we usually feel. But in fact, the body knows what to do. And when you have an operation, the body goes into so much um, disturbance that sometimes when you wake up after the anesthesia or whatever they've done, um, it can happen that you can go into shock and the body shaking. But actually, what is the body is actually doing is actually shaking all the disturbance of the energy block. It could be toxin because of the drugs that they had to use, and it could be emotional block. So in a way, and this is what actually there is a video showing a bear in intensive fear, and the bear will shake for 20 minutes and then suddenly gets up and then get on with his life and everything happen. and
Mm.
and this is what happened is we shake but we stop it, and because we stop it, the emotion gets also trapped in the body in that sense, and also because it's so unpleasant, we don't want it, and we don't, it doesn't feel, it feels scary, it doesn't feel right, and that's what it is. So this is how that, and that's perfectly normal to feel, to feel like that. But it doesn't have to be automatically so scary. So if you know, if it ever happen next time, just understand that actually is a body that is trying to release an excess of fear and energy block. And as much as it's not pleasant, and also obviously you still need to know that you're safe, and you need to be monitored, and always if you need to always ask for medical advice. But it is also good to understand that sometimes, even though it doesn't feel good, that it is a release of energy in a sense. So so how have you managed to cope with this fear? And now, just the heart beating, just thinking about it now, let's go back a little bit about how does that feel like now if your husband will come home and say, I'm not sure if I'm feeling that well, I maybe feel sick or maybe sick. Just hearing me saying that and tuning into that feeling, and you thinking of that, what's it like in your heart now?
It hasn't actually made any difference. It's quite calm. Yeah.
So no difference, just to make
It
sure.
hasn't raised. No.
Yeah, okay. Just to make sure that our listeners are understanding. No difference in the sense that heart.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, it's calm.
Calm.
No, I'm not. It hasn't started racing, and I haven't gone into a bit of a panic.
Into like a body sort of getting a bit rigid or things like that. So is that surprising you, or is that?
Yes, it is, because I thought, I'm not cynical, but I sort of think, oh well, the proof will be in the pudding. Let's see, we'll try anything. I'm willing to try anything. You get to that stage where you just think, somebody please help me, because I just don't want to live like that. I don't want to live with this anymore. I want it to go.
Yeah, usually when I see people, they usually have tried everything else, and I'm not saying that other therapy don't work, but it doesn't always work for everyone. And if you don't deal with the root of the problem, you don't get rid of the actual symptoms in a sense. But usually, I usually hear that I say, "Oh, I've tried everything else before coming to you, and now I just like you're my last resort," or like it.